Cultural appropriation is stealing another person's culture, including characteristics, for your own benefit without acknowledging the oppressed culture's history and past struggles.
Often in modern days, you see people taking a more unique or bold approach to fashion. Personally, I always thought that was cool. Everyone wanted to become bold. However, to what extent does this boldness become a dead end? In my short time at Temple, that opened my eyes to the stop sign before it became a dead end. The beads almost went into extinct, but re-emerge of beads has added to the many fashion trend production. However, there's two things wrong with this. People are collecting cultural costumes and making them and claiming it as their own product. You can't just makeshift something that's already existed, especially those of that you discriminate against, and then turn around and become hypocritical and market that same product. Additionally, I felt disdain towards this because when I was a kid, people made fun of me for having them. Apart from being called African booty scratcher or a monkey, they called me things fall apart. I didn't understand the meaning of that until recently. I read a book that's based on African culture and how we are weak and savage, like even if we boasted that we are kings, at the end of the day, we're still weak. I went home and cried to my mother. I was tired of rocks being thrown at me after school. I was tired of just being African. For once, at that moment, I wasn't proud to be that culture, not my culture. I went through all of that and it angered me. Girls will wrongly wear beads and are praised for it and admired, while I got stoned for trying to appreciate and honor my culture.
Who wore it best? Who wore it first? What was mine? What was never yours? Put a face to a culture and what do you get? Black face, yellow face, red face, reinforcing names but no true faces, skinning the people to caricatures. Debased and dehumanized until we're nothing but a joke, a minstrel show, something to be laughed at and abused, being made into props and worn as trinkets. Royalty is given to the existing royals, none to the ones that started this, owned this, made this exotic enough to be parodied. We are used to make them famous, glorified but no glory given to us. Centuries of history and respect and pride resorted to feathered headdresses and misused bindi and false illusions of who we are.
Cultural appreciation is understanding and accepting the cultural differences among ethnic groups. There are key things to note to yourself before you wear, design fashion-based, or another culture's belongings. A huge difference between appreciating and appropriating is firstly asking yourself, what is the culture that owns this style, and what relation do you have with the culture? You have to ask yourself, what is the reason for you wearing the piece of clothing, the reasons that you really shouldn't wear it, and if you can definitely live without it. You should not wear the culture's belongings if it is to be cool. You should also understand the history behind it and how that stereotypes that culture and the injustices they suffer each day. An example to appropriating is when Katy Perry had a shoot where she wore false baby hairs and cornrows. That was a problem because she has the opportunity to simply wash the baby hairs and cornrows out at any given moment, while on the other hand, black women are negatively profiled for wearing it, such as being called ghetto or looked upon as being unacceptable.
Why are you so sad?
Because they didn't like my dreads.
Fox 23 reviewed the school's dress code. It states hairstyles such as dreadlocks, afros, mohawks, and other faddish styles are unacceptable.
Angelina Jolie shows her appreciation to Cambodia. She has shown her love and respect in many ways. She adopted an abandoned Cambodian boy by the name of Maddox. Every time she visits, she dresses appropriately, and from time to time, she will be seen dressed as an Espera. An Espera is a female spirit of the clouds, and an Espera is respected by Hindu and Buddhist mythology. She also gave Maddox's homeland millions of dollars to make a lasting difference to the poor people of Cambodia. She also stated that she has Maddox visit Cambodia as much as she can so he doesn't forget where he came from and so he can be proud to be a Cambodian. Due to her outstanding appreciation, the Minister of Cambodia has offered Jolie citizenship. And because she is so loved in Cambodia, an ancient temple is named after her, which the people of Cambodia call it Angelina Jolie Temple.